To drive, and especially off-road, the Nissan Patrol Gazelle X is amazing. And that's because of the adjustable King's off-road racing shocks that it comes equipped with, meaning you can adjust how stiff they are depending on the terrain you're driving over.
Also, with the Gazelle X riding 4 inches higher than a standard Safari, and with the bash plates in the front and the rear, most obstacles start to look tiny in comparison.
That's right, and to cross those obstacles, Nissan has gifted the Gazelle X its tried and trusted 4.8-litre V6 engine that produces a very eager 280 horsepower and 451 Newton meters of torque. But the highlight is the crackling sound that exhaust system makes while delivering that power.
Now to the things we don't like about the drive in the Gazelle X. You see, manual transmissions are dying, but seeing one fitted on something as special as the Gazelle X makes us very happy. It's like when you're tuning your radio in 2019 and hearing them play one of your favorite Pink Floyd songs from 1979. That said, who has the time these days to listen to a 12-minute song? And who has the patience to use a manual transmission every day, especially one with long throws like these, and one that is really hard to put into gear every time you shift? It's an effort that you don't have to live with in 2019, believe me, especially when you're in a traffic jam.
Something you're unlikely to notice off-road, but will definitely notice once you're on-road, is the lack of horsepower in higher gears. Anas, put it into 5th and floor it.
Here we go, and I'm flooring it. Nothing. Dead again. Nothing. You have to shift into 4 and push it. Lastly, although those huge BF Goodrich tires look cool and they're very useful off-road, the combination of them and this big roof rack generate a mix of wind and road noise that is so loud you can't even hear people talking in the back seats.
Towering above anything and everything in its path, full-size SUVs included, the Raptor sticks out like a sore thumb within city limits. Break loose and come to a desert like this, and the Raptor comes alive with its 3.5-litre EcoBoost V6 engine, pushing out 420 Newton meters and 670 Newton meters of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission. What does the EcoBoost sound like? Very good. To help it in its natural habitat, which is off-road, the Raptor is fitted with 3 steering modes, 6 drive modes, including a dedicated mode for the desert, a locking rear differential, low range, and Fox performance shocks. What restricts the Raptor then is not much apart from driver courage. Being the very best that Toyota has to offer, the Land Cruiser Grand Touring Sport is fitted with the biggest engine in the Land Cruiser lineup. The 5.7-litre V8 that hides under the hood produces 362 horsepower and 530 Newton meters of torque. Sounds like a lot, right? But it isn't. not when compared to its main rival, the Nissan Patrol. Despite being fitted with a smaller engine, the Nissan Patrol produces 38 horsepower and 30 Newton meters of torque more than the Land Cruiser. What that translates to in everyday driving is that the Nissan Patrol feels lighter and more eager to pounce on the car ahead when you press the accelerator pedal, but not the Land Cruiser. In comparison, the Land Cruiser feels heavy and lethargic, almost like a tank. Speaking of tank, the Land Cruiser is fitted with a huge 138-litre fuel tank, which to fill up with the current petrol price would cost you a whopping 350 dirhams. Sadly, while Toyota claims that the Land Cruiser will average 8.4 kilometers per litre, I'm struggling to get anything more than 4.4 kilometers per litre in the real world, and trust me, I have been driving it very sensibly. Credit where credit's due, however, I will say that the Land Cruiser is phenomenally insulated. Road and wind noise are minimal, and the adaptive variable suspension, which controls the stiffness as well as the height of the vehicle, does a great job of absorbing bumps and imperfections in the road. Ride quality is definitely at par with premium SUVs that cost twice as much, if not more. In addition to 3 ride heights, low for loading, normal for regular driving, and high for off-road driving, the Land Cruiser Grand Touring Sport is fitted with 5 drive modes: Comfort, Eco, Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus, which can be used to increase efficiency or driving engagement, whichever way you see it. In its arsenal of off-road gear, the Land Cruiser is fitted with 2 very special features: crawl control and turn assist, both of which come in handy when braking away from the tarmac. Crawl control, which is best described as an off-road cruise control, takes over the brake and accelerator, leaving only the steering for the driver to manage, which comes in handy when coming down a steep slope or when stuck in sand. Turn assist, which basically locks the rear wheels and allows the Land Cruiser to take a sharper turn, wouldn't be particularly useful out here in the desert. But let's say if you were driving on the mountains of Fujairah or around the wadis of Hatta, it would be immensely helpful, especially in a car this large.